Two households, both lacking dignity, in fair Verona, where we lay our scene. Break forth from ancient grudge into new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands and cleans. From forth fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their lives, whose misadventured piteous overthrows do in their death bury their parents' strife. The fearful passage of death-marked love, and continuance of his parents' rage, which not but the death of their children could not remove, is now 2 hours traffic of our stage, from which if you with patient ears shall attend, what here is missing, our toil shall start to mend. Part fools! Put up your swords, you know not what you do.
What art thou drawing on these heartless hinds? Face me with bully or face thy death.
I do not keep a peace, put up thy sword, or manage it to part these men with me.
What? Draw and talk of peace? I hate the word, as I hate hell. All Montagues and thee. Have at thee, coward.
What noise is this? Give me my longsword, ho. My sword, I say. Old Montague is come and flourishes his blade in spite of me.
Thou villain Capulet, hold me not. Let me go.
Rebellious subjects, enemies to peace, profaners of this neighbor-stained steel, will they not hear? What ho, you men, you beasts, that quench the fire of your pernicious rage, with purple fountains issuing from your veins. On pain of torture from those bloody hands, throw your mistempered weapons to the ground, and hear the sentence of your moved prince. 3 civil brawls, bred of an airy word, by thee, old Capulet and Montague, have thrice disturbed the quiet of our streets, and made Verona's ancient citizens cast by their great beseeming ornaments. To wield old partisans, and hands as old cankered with peace, to part your cankered hate. If ever you disturb our streets again, your lives shall pay the forfeit of the peace. For this time all the rest depart away. Your Capulet shall go along with me, and Montague, come you this afternoon, to know our further pleasure in this case, to old Freetown, our common judgment place. Once more, on pain of death, all men depart!
Who set this ancient quarrel new approach?
Here are service of your adversary, and yours, close fitting ere I did approach. And during part them, with instance came the fire to blow with his sword, prepared, which as he breathed defiance to my ears, he swung about his head and cut the winds.
Many a morning hath he there been seen, with tears augmenting the fresh morning dew, adding to clouds more clouds with deep sighs. But all so soon as the all-cheering sun should in the furthest east begin to draw the shady curtains from Aurora's bed, away from the light steals home my heavy son, and private in his chamber pins himself. Shuts up his windows, locks the daylight out, and makes himself an artificial night, black in pretensions, must this humor prove, unless good counsel may the cause prove.
But I don't want to, do you know the cause?
And neither know nor can learn,
Have you ever turned him by any means?
or dedicate his beauty to the sun. Could we but learn from whence his sorrows grow, we would as willingly give cure as no.
See where he comes. So please, step aside. Oh, no screams or much tonight.
I would, though wert so happy by thy stay, to hear true shrift.
Good morrow, cousin.
Is the day so young?
But news struck 9.
Ay me, sad hours seem long. Was that my father that went hence so fast?
It was. What saddest length is Romeo's hours?
Not having that, which having makes them short.
In love?
Out.
Of love?
Out of her favor, where I am in love. Oh, heavy lightness, serious vanity, misshapen chaos of well-seeming forms, feather of lead, bright smoke, cold fire, sick health, still waking sleep. That is not what it is. This love feel I, that feel no love in this. Dost thou not laugh?
No, good cousin, I'd rather weep.
Good-hearted, what?
At thy good heart's depression.
Why such is love's transgression? Griefs of mine own lie heavy in my breast, which thou wilt propagate, to have it pressed with more of thine. This love that thou hast shown doth add more grief to too much of mine own. Love is a smoke raised with the fume of sighs, being purged, a fire sparking in lover's eyes, being vexed to see, nourished with lover's tears. What is it else? A madness most discreet, a choking gall and a preserving sweet. Farewell, my coz.
Soft, I will go along, and if you leave me so, you do me wrong.
Tut, I have lost myself. I am not here. This is not Romeo. He's some other where.
Tell me in sadness, cause who's it that you love?
What, shall I groan and tell thee?
Go on, why no, but sadly, tell me who.
Bid a sick man in sadness make his will. Ah, word ill urged to one that is so ill. In sadness, cousin, I do love a woman.
I am so near when I suppose that you loved.
A right good markman, and she's fair I love.
A right fair mark, cuz, is soonest hit.
Well, in that you miss. She'll not be hit with Cupid's arrow. She hath Dian's wit, and in strong proof of chastity well armed. From love's weak childish, how she lives unharmed. She will not stay the siege of loving terms, nor bide the encounter of assailing eyes, nor ope her lap to saints seducing gold. Oh, she is rich in beauty, only poor that when she dies with beauty dies her store.
Then she hath sworn that she will still live chaste?
She hath, and in that sparing makes huge waste. For beauty starved with her severity, cuts beauty off from all posterity. She is too fair, too wise, wisely too fair, to merit bliss by making me despair. She hath forsworn to love, and in that vow do I live dead that live to tell it now.
Be ruled by me. Forget to think of her.
Oh, teach me how I should forget to think.
By giving liberty of two fine eyes, examine of her beauties.
'Tis the way to call hers exquisite. In question more these happy masks that kiss fair ladies' brows, being black put us in mind, they hide the fair. He that is struck and blind cannot forget the precious treasure of his eyesight lost. Show me a mistress that is passing fair. What doth her beauty serve, but as a note where I may read who passed that passing fair? Farewell, thou canst not teach me to forget.
I'll pay that touching, I'll stand again.
But Montague is bound as well as I, in penalty alike, and it 'tis not hard, I think, for men so odd as we to keep the peace.
Of honorable reckoning are you both, and pity 'tis you lived odd so long. But now, my lord, what say you to my suit?
By saying over what I have said before, my child is yet a stranger in the world. She hath not seen the change of 14 years. This night I hold an old accustomed feast. At my poor house look to behold this night. Earth-treading stars that make dark heaven light. Such comfort as do lusty young men feel when we appareled April on the heel. Of limping winter treads, even such delight. Among fresh female buds shall you see this night. Here at my house, here all see.
Tut man, what fair burns out that is burning? One pain is lessened by another's anguish. Turn, giddy, and be hoped of backward turning. One desperate grief cares with another's languish. Take some vow, some new affection to thy eye, and direct poison of you will die.
Your plain hand leaf is excellent for that.
For what, I pity?
For your broken shape.
Why, Romeo, art thou mad?
Not mad, but bound more than a madman is. Shut up in prison, kept without my food, whipped and tormented. Signor Martino and his wife and his daughters, Canti Anselme and his beauteous sisters, the lady widow of Vitruvio, Signor Placentio and his lovely nieces, Mercutio and his brother Valentine, mine uncle Capulet, his wife and daughters, my fair niece Rosaline, Nivea, Signor Valentino, and his cousin Tybalt, Lucio and the lively Helena. Fair assembly, whither should they come?
At this same ancient piece of Capulet, such a fair Rosaline, which thou so lovest, with all the admired beauties of Verona. Go thither, and with unattainted eye, compare her face with some that I shall show, and it will make thee think thy swan grow.
When the devout religion of mine eye maintains such falsehood, then turn tears to fires, and these who often drowned could never die, transparent heretics, be burnt for liars. One fairer than my love, the all-seeing sun, never saw her match since the first the world begun.
Tut! You saw her fair, none else being by, herself placed with herself in either eye. But in that crystal scales that there be weighed, your lady's love against some other maid, that I will show you shining in this beast, and she shall scant show well, but now shows best.
I'll go along, no such sight to be shown, but to rejoice in the splendor of mine own. What shall this speech be spoke for our excuse? Or shall be on without an apology?
The day is out, such prolixity. We'll have no Cupid hoodwinked of a scarf, bearing a Tartar's painted bow of laugh, scaring the ladies like a cookkeeper, nor no with outbook prologue faintly spoke, after the prompter for our entrance. But let them measure us as they will. We'll measure them a measure and be gone.
Give me a torch. I am not for this ambling. Being but heavy, I will bear the light.
Nay, gentle Romeo, we must have you dance.
Not I, believe me. You have dancing shoes with nimble soles. I have a soul of lead, so stakes me to ground I cannot move.
You are a lover. Borrow Cupid's wings and soar with them above the common bound.
I am too sore and pierced with the shaft to soar. With his light feathers, and so bound, I cannot bound a pitch above dull woe. Under love's heavy burden do I sink.
And to sink in it, should you burden love, too great oppression for a tender thing.
Is love a tender thing? It is too rough, too rude, too boisterous, and it pricks like a thorn.
If love be rough with you, be rough with love. Prick love for pricking, and you beat love down. What curious eye doth quote deformities? Here are the beetle brows shall blush for me.
Come, knock and enter, and no sooner in, but every man to take him to his legs.
A torch for me. Let wanton's light of heart tickle the senseless rushes with their heels, for I am proverbed without a grandsire phrase. I'll be a candle holder, and look on. The game was never so fair, and I am done.
Tut, duns the mouse, the constable's own word. Of this Sir Reverence love, wherein thou stickest up the ears. Come, we burn daylight. Ho!
Nay, that's not so.
I mean, sir, in delay, we waste our lights in vain, like lamps by day.
And we mean well in going to this mask, but 'tis no wit to go.
Why, I want to ask?
I dreamed a dream tonight.
And so did I.
What was yours?
That dreamers often lie.
In bed asleep while they do dream things true.
Oh, then I see Queen Mab hath been with you. Her chariot is an empty hazelnut through lovers' brains, and they dream of love. Over courtiers' knees that dream on courtless straits. Over ladies' lips who straight on kisses dream. This is that very Mab that plots the manes of horses in the night, making them women of good carriage.
Thou talks of nothing.
True, I talk of dreams, which are the children of an idle brain. Even now the frozen blossom of the north turns its face to the dew dropping south.
This wind which you talk of blows us from ourselves. Supper is done and we shall come too late.
I fear too early, for my mind misgives some consequences yet hanging in the stars. Shall bitterly begin his fearful day with this night's reveals, and expire the term of a despised life closed in my breast. By some vile forfeit of untimely death. But he that hath the steerage of my course direct my sail on lusty gentlemen.
Strike, drum!
Ah, sire, this unlooked for sport comes well. Nay, sit, good cousin Tybalt. For you and I are past our dancing days. How long is it now since last yourself and I were in mass?
Briar, lady, 30 years.
What man? 'Tis not so much, 'tis not so much. 'Tis since the nuptials of Lucentio, come Pentecost as quickly as it will. Some 25 years, and then we matched.
'Tis more, 'tis more. His son is elder. Sir, his son is 30.
Will you tell me that? His son was but a ward 2 years ago.
What lady is that which doth enrich the hands? O yonder knight.
I know not, sir.
Oh, she doth teach the torches to burn bright. It seems she hangs upon the cheek of night like a rich jewel in an Ethiop's ear. Beauty too rich for use, for earth too dear. The measure done, I'll watch her place of stand. Did my heart love till now? Forswear at sight. For I never saw true beauty till this night.
This, by his voice, should be a Montague. Fetch me my rapier, boy. What dreams the slave? Come hither, covered with an antic face, to fear and scorn at our solemnity. Now, by the stock and humor of my kin, to strike him dead, I hold it not a sin.
Why, how now, kinsman? Wherefore storm you so?
Uncle, this is a Montague, our foe. A villain in his hither comes in spite, to scorn our solemnity this night.
Content thee, gentle cause. Let him alone. He bears him like a poorly gentleman. And to say truth, the Verona brags of him, to be a virtuous and well-governed youth. Therefore be patient, take no note of him. It is my will, the which, if you thou respect, shall fair presence and put off these frowns, and ill-seeming semblance for a feast. Go to, isn't it so indeed? It strike me a chance to escape you, I know what. It was contrary me, marry 'tis time. Well said my hearts, be quiet, or more light, for shame. I'll make you quiet, what cheerily my hearts.
Patience, perforce with willful choler, meeting makes my flesh tremble with their different reading. I will withdraw, but for this intrusion shall now seeming sweet convert to bitter gall.
If I profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine, the gentle finds this. My lips, two blushing pilgrims, ready stand to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hand too much, which manly devotion shows in this. For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss.
Have not saints lips and holy palmers too?
Aye, pilgrim, lips that they must use in prayer.
Oh then, dear saint, let lips do what hands do. They pray, grant thou, lest faith turn to despair.
Saints do not move through grant for prayer's sake.
Then move not, while my prayers effect I take. Thus from my lips by yours my sin is purged.
Then have my lips the sin that they have took. You kiss by the book.
Gentlemen, prepare not to be gone. We have a trifling banquet towards. Is it even so? Why then, I thank you all, I thank you. Honest gentlemen, good night. More torches here. Come on then, let's go to bed. Ah, sire, by my fay, it waxes late, all to my rest.
Come hither, nurse. What is yon gentleman?
The son and herald, old Tiberio.
What's he that isn't going out of the door?
Marry that I think, be young Patricio.
What's he that follows there that would not dance?
I know not.
Go ask his name, if he be married. My grave is like to be my wedding bed.
His name is Romeo, and a Montague, the old son of your greatest enemy.
My only love sprung from my only hate, too early seen unknown, and known too late. Prodigious birth of love is it to me, that I must love a loathed enemy.
What's this? What's this?
A rhyme I learned over even now, of one I dance withal, one calls within Juliet.
None. Come, let's away, the strangers are all gone.